So hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I haven't posted on this YouTube channel in rude. The fucking, what's it called? The battery notification just went and blocked my face, whatever. So I haven't posted on this channel in like a few years, and the reason why I can tell you all is because, not that anybody cares, but the reason why is because I posted a video, which I don't have anymore, I deleted it, but I made this costume and people were calling me really bad names, and I just, you know how like comments on YouTube, like they even call skinny people fat, but you know how like when they're YouTube famous, I mean they care but they don't care because they're getting all this money. I wasn't getting any money, so I was just getting hate for no reason, and I was like thinking to myself, why am I gonna make these videos if people are just gonna call me fat and ugly and telling me to kill myself and I'm not even getting paid for it? No sis. So today I am doing a video and I'm, you know, have my little squishy because I might get emotional and I just might need this to like sedate me, you know. I'm doing a video on my weight loss journey so far and just my journey within the past like few years. So growing up, I was always the heavier kid, and I have 3 other siblings. I have Rachel, Brandon, and Jacob. I was like, wait, what's their names? Sorry, mom. But growing up, my childhood, I was just with Rachel and Brandon because my little brother Jacob wasn't born until later. And my sister, my only sister, she is a lot thinner than me. Her build is just, has always been smaller. Like growing up, like I was always compared to Rachel by people. Honestly, when I was younger, I tried not to let it get to me, but honestly, I think that because of my childhood, that's why I'm such a sensitive person. I will literally cry over people, like even if they say something that's not technically mean, I'm just so sensitive. And one of my first memories that absolutely breaks my heart still to this day, because it was something that just stuck onto me. You know when you have a bad childhood memory and when you think about it, you just feel so small and so ugh, you know? That's how I feel about this memory, so bear with me. So I was in JCPenney and I was around 8 years old, and they used to have this like junior section and like a little girl section, and juniors are for like 11 to like 13, 14. And I was 8 years old. Like I should have fit in the younger girls section. My sister Rachel did. She was shopping around, she was so excited, and she was like 10 at the time or 9. And I couldn't fit into even like the girls large, like I just couldn't fit. I remember crying to my mom saying, I'm so sorry that I don't fit into these clothes. Like, and I was only 8 years old and I was apologizing for being so fat. Like I wasn't super fat, but you know what I mean? Like I was apologizing for being heavier. Like I felt so much guilt at 8 years old that I couldn't fit into this little pink glittery top. I felt so terrible about myself. And my mom, the best mom, the most supportive mom ever, she reminded me that it's okay that I don't fit into certain things, and she just moved me over to the junior section. So I was looking like a little, you know, teenager at 8 years old. See, like now I can laugh about it, but like back then I couldn't laugh about it. It just broke my heart, made me feel like shit. And as I got older, like let's fast forward to high school. This is me in sophomore year. And the biggest I ever was entering college. I weighed 360 pounds. I was almost 400 pounds, and it's really crazy to even say that. And what made me want to lose weight was the fact that I kept looking into diabetes stuff and all these problems you can get when you're older, like if you're bigger. When I would get sick, I wouldn't heal fast enough. Like my immune system was just getting weaker and weaker, and I was only 18 years old, and it was like I had an immune system of like a fucking 80-year-old. To start walking around my neighborhood, which is what I did. I walked and I walked and I walked and I walked and I kept going. And then eventually I started jogging. Like even jogging like 2 blocks was so hard for me. And I realized like damn, like, you are so out of shape. The fact that you can't run even without feeling like you're gonna fucking die. There were so many times where I wanted to give up, especially when I started going to the gym. When I started going to the gym, oh my God, I cared so much about how I looked. And I was so afraid that people were saying fat bitch or fat girl or this bitch is so overweight. And I was so self-conscious about myself that it almost held me back from doing what I really wanted to do, which was to get healthier. And I think along the way, I lost sight of what I really wanted to do, which was get healthier, because I was so focused on my scale number. And then I became vegetarian. So I've been vegetarian for 2 years now. And I honestly feel like when I became vegetarian, that really helped me lose the amount of weight that I wanted to. Then I became really depressed because I started to feel all of these emotions that I had tucked away as I was getting smaller and smaller and smaller. All of these emotions that I had as like a kid and all that stuff, it just came out. Like the more I lost weight, the more I was just feeling like I wasn't good enough. I felt like a disappointment to my mom. All of those things that I felt when I was a kid that I pushed in the back, they just all came out. And I just felt terrible. It was just too much for me. My anxiety is something I've always suffered with, and it's the same thing with depression. Went on antidepressants for almost a year. And with the antidepressants, I ended up gaining weight. I gained like 20 pounds. I felt like such a failure because I started getting a butt and I felt like my thighs were getting thicker, and I was just like, I don't understand. I still worked out 3 days a week, which is what I do now. I work out like 3 to 4 days a week. I was still doing it, but I was not like getting any smaller. Like the scale was not going down like how it had been for years. Even if I lost like 5 pounds in 1 month, that's still better than gaining weight, you know? Even though like physically I felt bad about myself, mentally, like the medication helped me so much, and I saw a therapist and I got to work on myself from all these different angles that I never really put the work in. And then a few months ago I got off the antidepressants, so I've been really focused on trying to lose that 20 pounds that I gained with the pills. So right now I've lost at least like 11 or 12 of it, and so I'm just going and going and going. And this year I really want to stop focusing on like the weight number, and something I love to do is hike. Hiking just, it fucking clears my mind. It's so fucking good. And when I was younger, you see, my stepdad, he would always make us go hike on the weekends. But my asthma was so bad growing up that I fucking hated it. I hated hiking. I loved the nature, but the way it made my chest hurt and like just the way it made my legs burn, and I just didn't like hiking. I fucking hated it. And then I got back into it, and I hike like every other week now. And it's just something that clears my head. It makes me so happy. That's another thing. Like a big tip I would give is, even if you lose weight and then you gain some back and everything, just remember that all of the work that you've been putting in, all those days in the gym, even if you gain it back, you still have it. You still have the better respiratory health. You still have the endurance that you've built and all that stuff. And so even if I gain a pound or something, or I just don't feel fucking good enough or whatever, when I go on a hike and I can do 5 miles uphill and survive and be okay, like that's just something that always is reassuring to me that I have really put a lot of effort into myself. No surgery, no nothing, eating better and exercising and going to the gym and stuff like that. That was my first video. I really want to keep filming. Just don't know what to film. Like, I think I'm gonna be doing reactions and stuff like that. And I'm selling these cute little earrings. Do you see? They're black, they're so cute. I'll put the link down below and put on post notifications if I ever post again. I want to post again, I want to make more videos because this is just fun to me, I don't know. But I know I'm probably gonna get hate comments. I know people are gonna be like, you're still fat, Like, I know this is gonna happen. I know people are gonna be fucking mean to me. Like, I fucking know. If I feel more support than I do hate, then I'm just gonna keep doing it and maybe do a gym vlog or a hike vlog or something like that. Subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.